about 5:33 a.m. on a cold morning in Dallas, and we are headed out to Big Bend. Me and Macy are taking today off and Monday and Tuesday off, and going out to Big Bend to explore, stay in the rooftop tent, all that good stuff.
Goodbye, Dallas. Won't miss ya.
.30 a.m. and we have arrived at a Walmart in a small town somewhere in Texas. Don't know. We've been driving for, I don't know, I guess 2 hours, and we need gas. We didn't start on a full tank, and we need some groceries. So we're going to do a quick stop, and then we'll get back on the road. Got some apples, some cheese, some chips, ramen on tap, some jelly, and protein oatmeal. I don't know if that should go in there.
Oh.
Put those on top if you can.
They're not gonna fit up here unless we move some.
Should be enough gas to get us to Big Bend. Probably make another stop, but time to hit the road again. On the road again. Me and Macy ordered some breakfast sandwiches at McDonald's because they have a deal for $1.50. So we're making a quick stop. Ran in, picked them up, used the bathroom, and now that order's fulfilled, we're using points to each get a free hash brown. So now we're going to the drive-thru on the way out to pick up our hash brown. So breakfast this morning was a total of $3. Pretty good
about that.
Pretty good deal. Mission success. We have the sandwiches. We have the hash browns somewhere. They're cooling off. They came out fresh. We have about 3 hours left in our drive to Big Bend National Park. And if you haven't driven through Texas before, specifically in the Big Bend area, or West Texas at least, I want to show you just how beautiful it is out here. It is stunning.
Every way you look is
no vegetation, bunch of sand, bunch of dirt, bunch of wind, and a bunch of nothing. Still a couple hours from Big Bend, but going through a little bit of a foggy patch. There's some mist and can't see very far. There's been spots where it's worse and spots where it's better, but it's pretty foggy. At the last gas station before Big Bend, and Macy's making us some sandwiches. It's 1:47 p.m. and
it's cold.
It's cold and it's foggy, and there's been mist for a while, and thankfully the fog's clearing up some, but this might be a pretty brutal evening in Big Bend, and hopefully tomorrow is better, but it's supposed to be foggy tomorrow too, so we'll see.
Officially entering into Big Bend.
Woo! Put those shocks to the test when on the speed bump. It's about 3:30 p.m. here in Big Bend. We just stopped at the Panther Junction Visitor Center, and we've decided that tonight we're going to stay at the Rio Grande Campground. They have some pretty established campsites, which will be nice since it's cloudy and the sun's going down within the next 2 hours or hour and a half, maybe even, with it being cloudy. They also have a hot springs and just a couple half-mile loops, I believe. So we might just stretch the legs, open the legs a little bit, maybe take a dip in the hot springs if it's not too chilly outside. We realized we don't have any towels, so we might have to use some dry clothes as a temporary towel and then sprint back to dive into our tent or something. Allegedly, the hot springs are open 24/7, so we've got that luxury as as long as we're in this part of the park, and then from there we'll go see the more like beautiful parts of the park, the Chizos, Santa Elena, is that what it's called? Santa Elena Canyon. Santa Elena Canyon, which would be sick. So stay tuned. Check out how majestic these mountains look in the background with those clouds. Pretty legit. We're at Dugout Wells. We stopped on our way to the campground because this is one of the attractions at this side of the park, I guess. It's just I don't even know what it is, to be honest, like a half-mile easy loop, so we'll see what we actually find. Chihuahuan Desert Nature Trail. Let's get it. Chilly?
Just a little bit.
Still driving up on the campground, and here's a little yote just hanging out.
Hi.
What's up, Pumper? See you later.
Coming up on some, what are these, mules, horses?
I actually can't tell. That one looks like a horse, but the one at the front, maybe?
Yeah, he's pooping.
Yeah, he's pooping. No, I think that's a horse too.
They're just out for a little walk out here.
I think they're wild horses.
Do they have wild horses out here?
Nobody's riding them, so. We are entering the tunnel that goes to Tunnel View.
Gosh. And to the left, you're going to see the best view of Yosemite. Wow.
It is sick.
It is pretty.
Currently driving out to the hot springs. We're going to go ahead and do this before the sun gets down because it's only going to get a lot colder. Hopefully it's not too packed, but either way, I'm sure it'll be nice.
Starting our little half-mile walk to the hot springs.
Note to self, have at least a towel and
Minimum.
a change of clothes and
Something to wipe your feet off.
just everything. We ended up dipping in for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes and then walked barefoot back, soaked. And it was a little windy and it was cold sand and then some rocks. And then it took like 6 baby wipes each on our feet to just get all that dirt off. It was sick. But we're good now. It's almost like it didn't happen. Other than
It was fun.
fresher clothes. It was fun. I'm glad we can say we did it.
People, though,
Yeah,
so
it was very packed.
It's not like a private little dip in a hot spring. You're with like
Unless you came at like 2 a.m., but
15
we're not doing
people.
that. Also, the drive-in is a little bit more, there's nothing dangerous or sketch, but it is a little bit more of an experience than we anticipated, but it was fine. Home sweet home. Campsite 20 is ours for the night. But we're only like, I don't know, maybe like, oh, that is sharp. Oh, gosh, dude. There are only like 6 campsites left, but apparently the javelinas come through here. And so we got one that has a view over by the table. So we're hoping to maybe get some views of the wildlife in the morning. It'd be sick. So tonight we're making the same meal that we're about to make every night this week, but I'm gonna make some quesadillas, might put some ham in mine, and then we're going to make these little instant cups of ramen, and this way we don't have to deal with any dishes really, and it's easy cleanup too. That's probably enough. Alright, let's get this shot. show on the road. Oh no, there might not be. Oh no, it is going. You say there might not be any propane left. Wow, that is.
It's light. I mean, we have a whole nother thing if we need.
Thankfully, we brought plenty of these, but this one is already out, so it's convenient it went out before we actually started cooking stuff. We are cooking with gas, baby. Come on. The sky looks quite pretty right now as well as the sun's setting. Throwing on the first quesadilla. Hopefully this works out well. We're using the minimal amount of materials, just a spatula, butter, and pretty beat up camp pan.
I locked eyes with him.
You did?
He came back out.
Why'd you do that?
I was getting down from the tent and he popped out at the same time I got down.
Oh wow, so he's like lurking.
Yeah, and he stopped and stared at me and I just turned around and said, nope.
He's scared of this coyote. All right, dinner is served. We got our quesadillas, got our ramen. We're ready to go. And somewhere over there we have the local coyote as well. Oops. Lighting stinks, but
That's so good.
I was so hungry.
On a cold night, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how far this can zoom. Oh, there he goes. That's the coyote man. And he's been making his rounds for food. He definitely knows we just made some yummy dinner. We didn't video this earlier, but we got some cookies. They were on rollback, so this thing was on sale for $2. So, dessert of champions. It's almost 8 p.m. and
So late.
it's so late. It is pitch black though. Stars are looking pretty. We're watching Masters of the Air, which is a pretty good show on Apple TV. So we're probably going to finish that and go to bed. So we will see you all in the morning. Good night.
Good night.